whispering for you to fall asleep. So sit back, relax, and listen to my whispering. I'm sure it's gonna make you sleepy. And today we are reading Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. It is by Arthur Conan Doyle. I'm sure you all must be familiar with it. And there's going to be lots of tapping, tracing, and tingles, because it's an up close whispering, up close. Okay. So I'm going to be reading 2 pages from each chapter. Okay, so it has 7 chapters, 7 chapters, and we're gonna read 2 pages from each of them. I hope your eyes are closed, and this is gonna be amazing. Okay, this is the picture. And this is chapter 1, the blue carbuncle. The blue carbuncle. Let's read. I paid a visit to my friend Sherlock Holmes a day after Christmas. I found him seated on the sofa, pipe in hand, with some newspaper lying beside him. An ugly old hat rested on a wooden chair beside the couch, and a lens was placed on the seat of the chair. Is this hat connected with some mystery that you are investigating? I asked. No, it is no mystery, he replied. Do you know the Commissioner Peterson? Yes, he discovered it. The owner is unknown. Peterson was taking a walk on Tottenham Court Road at about 4 o'clock on Christmas. This is the second picture. Morning, when he spotted a tall man ahead of him. The man carried a white goose over his shoulder and walked with a slight limp. A group of youngsters started quarreling with this man when he reached the corner of Good Street, and one of them knocked off the man's hat. The man raised his stick to strike his attacker's butt, hit the shop window behind him by mistake. he asked me as we boarded the train. This is the train scene, No, the London press did not reveal the full story. I have scanned all the recent papers who have all blamed the son of the murdered man. It's a murder then. Well, we have to discover the truth. Holmes replied, Boscombe Valley is actually a country district near Ross in the Herefordshire. Mr. John Turner is the largest landowner in those parts. He has turned a few years ago from Australia where he used to work. He lent one of his farms at Hatherley to a man named Mr. Charles McCarthy, is also an ex-Australian. They knew each other from before, and McCarthy had an 18-year-old son. The Turner also had a daughter of the same age. Both men were widowed. The two men led retired lives, although the McCarthys were fond of sport. McCarthy had two servants, and a man and a girl, but Turner's household boasted of at least one of the servants. Now, for the facts, on the last Monday, that is the 3rd of June, McCarthy left us out at 3. Let's get to the next. Chapter 5. A case of identity. This is the picture. Truth is stranger than fiction, my friend. Sherlock Holmes addressed me one day at his home in Baker Street. When we peep into people's mind, we realize what they think and plan. Then we realize how boring fiction stories are and how fascinating life can be. I don't agree, Holmes, I replied. There is nothing fascinating or artistic in this one. The lane was dark and dirty alley to the east of the London Bridge. I discovered the bar there in a goose of a small, dimly light, dirty top. I ordered my cab to wait and entered the long, low room that was full of brown opium smoke. I spotted people lying in strange, fantastic curled position, chin pointing skywards, bowed shoulders, bent knees, and heads thrown back. A few of the opium addicts were quiet while some spoke in low, drunken whispered. I asked the attendant to call for Miss Teresa Whitney. Suddenly someone exclaimed on my right, and I stared at Whitney in the face. He was pale and dirty. Watson, he exclaimed. What time and day is it? Almost 11 on the 19th of June, Friday. I replied. Oh, I thought it was Wednesday. It is Wednesday. He began sobbing loudly. Now we're going to the last chapter of this book. Chapter 7, the last one. It was autumn last year when I visited my friend, the great detective Sherlock